What's up, guys? Welcome to today's episode of the Owl Empire podcast. Today we are sitting down with my man, Josh Paler Lin. We found out what it took for him to grow a YouTube channel from having no subscribers whatsoever to now dominating it with around 500 million views. Interestingly enough, too, we went into his past and the things that he had to go through growing and getting all this fame, actual depression and how he dealt with it. Trust me, guys, you'll love this episode, so stay tuned for it and let me know what you guys think down below. Josh, thank you so much for being on the show, my man. So let's just get this started.
All right, let's do it.
First question I got for you. This is a very simple yet very important question. Tell me about the Josh before YouTube started, before your whole entire career exploded the way it did. What kind of lifestyle did you live back then?
Well, before I started doing YouTube, actually, before blowing up, I was just going to school, man. Yeah? Going to school like an Asian kid, you know? And then from there, went to school from school, went to work, and I was just doing like a 9 to 5 for a bit, but then it's like, I just didn't like it.
Where did you work?
I work in like a retail company, but doing like the online marketing. Okay. And I drive like an hour every single day from Orange County to downtown LA every single day. I had to wake up every day at 6 in the morning. Damn. And I was trying, you know, I tried my best to do my best job in there, and I really tried to find more responsibility, more work, because I know more work, more responsibility equal more growth, right? Okay. But then I couldn't find that, and every day I just become very frustrated and become really annoyed. So I just like, you know what, but meanwhile doing that, I was filming a YouTube video during the weekend, right? Okay. So then I was doing that in the weekend, while everybody else out partying, while everybody else doing their own thing. I'm just like try to focus, do what I love and my passion. And I wasn't thinking about money, but eventually that turned to something that actually can support myself. So to the point, I'm just like, wow, I'm getting paid around the same as the company pays me, and I actually work something that I love and enjoy. So I decided to, at that point, I just quit my job and just started doing YouTube.
And how old were you back then?
Man, that was what, beginning of 2014, that's when I kind of post consistently. So I would say I was like 24, 25.
So you were living alone, like working, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I was living with a couple friends. Okay. You know,
where did you come from? Were you living in Orange County?
Oh, no, dude. I was born and raised in Taiwan.
Okay, tell me more about that. Like how?
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Taiwan. My parents are like, what do you call it? I don't know, as you call it, pastor, minister, or evangelist. Okay. They dedicate their whole life for like helping people and like, you know, helping God and stuff like that. They never work a day in their life. So they just like, since they're married, that's their goal, is to help people their whole life. So that's that family I grew up with, right? And then we move a lot. Every 6 months or a year, we move to different cities, different places. So when I was 6 years old, I moved to Moscow, Russia. So I lived in Russia for like about 1 or 2 years, you know, so I learned and speak a little bit Russian there because I was there. Then my mom got sick a little bit, her health wasn't that good, so we moved back to Taiwan. And I just like, you know, same thing, move around in Taiwan until I was like 16, 17. And I wasn't happy in Taiwan, to be honest. Like, just the society and the school system is so, how do I say, like, they're very traditional. You gotta go to school, you gotta go to college, you gotta be good grades, and then, you know, and then everybody.
Is that how your parents were with you?
Oh, what?
Is that how your parents were with you?
No, they're really open. Like, I'm really lucky because I think they're more open because they have more exposed to different culture and different people around the world. Yeah. So they're more open. They're not as a traditional, like an Asian family. But obviously they expect me to do good, and I expect myself to do good well.
Yeah, high expectations.
Yeah. But just like, I just feel like there's more out there. There's more opportunity, you know? Yeah. And I came to United States before and visit a couple times. So I'm like, oh, this is where I want to be. Since I was like 12 years old, I knew I'm going to come here.
You liked it, huh?
I knew I would be here. I don't know how. I don't know like how it's going to happen. I knew it's going to. It's like, sometimes, I don't know, in your life, have you ever just envisioned yourself, be like, you know what?
It's going to happen.
I'm going to get there. I'm going to get that Lamborghini. I'm going to have that house. I don't know how and when, but I'm going to get it. So you just know. Yeah. And when you know, it's like the law of attraction. You tell your universe you own it. This is yours.
You manifest it.
Eventually you'll be there. You'll get it. That's how and that's why I came here by myself all alone when I was 17.
How did that go on to happen? Like,
man, so I've been here in the United States for like a decade now. Yeah, all by myself. All my family, everyone, my friends, everyone was in Taiwan.
Ever been back home since?
I can go back home because if I go back home, I have to go to the military.
Oh.
So right now I'm just like I don't know if I want. Right now it's only like 4 months. They cut it down so low.
Okay.
But still, I'm like 4 months. I feel like I can do so much already. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go there just for 4 months wasting time. Unless if you're Taiwanese government watching this, if I can go back and film videos while I'm in military, then yeah, I'm down. You know.
Okay. Make YouTube videos and
Yeah.
Well, like, tell me about so you came here and then you like why'd you come? Like, you just liked the whole vibe here? Did you have an understanding of what you wanted to do?
Because I got tired of Taiwan because the reason why there's too many Asians in Taiwan, bro. It's just more people in here. It's just like I like diversity, you know what I mean? Like, I like black people, I like white, I like Hispanic, I like Middle East. It's just everybody. America is a melting pot, right?
Yeah.
Like, everybody here, different culture, different opportunity, which like some culture are good at this, some culture are good at that. I feel like everybody bring their best together, and that's where you can learn the most. So I just kind of feel that way. I want to come here, and that's the reason why I came.
So you just like the whole aspect,
the multicultural,
the multicultural,
and the opportunity. Back then I didn't know what is like. Okay, I don't know what exactly opportunity like. But
you were 17.
Yeah, but I just knew, man.
So tell me about the 17-year-old Josh.
Okay,
just
I was very,
down in LA,
I was very insecure. 17 years old, very shy.
Says the YouTuber.
What?
Says the guy that's always in front of a camera.
Yeah, I pushed myself to become who I am today.
Wow, okay.
I was very shy. I do not know how to talk to girls. I was really have no game at all.
I had no idea what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I was 17 until I have no confidence at all whatsoever. I started dancing, actually. I started doing breakdance, and then from there, people started like, wow, you good at dancing, whatever. So that's when I started to become more confident, but I'm still kind of shy and stuff until I came to the United States. And I started opening more and more and more and more, and eventually, like, kind of become who I am today.
So when you touched down, did you come to LA or?
No, so I was in Wisconsin.
Okay.
For like 3 months.
So what was going through your head when you like just like you? You came alone, right?
Yep. So
what was going through your head as a 17-year-old? Like, okay, what am I gonna do?
I mean, I don't know. I think I'm always just love risk, I guess. I always love traveling. I love risk. I love taking the risk. I love being uncomfortable.
Okay.
That's one thing I realized when I become comfortable, I stop growing. So when I was younger, I'm always like to push myself, see what's out there, what more I can do, right? So then when I was 17, I came to the United States as an exchange student. I speak English, but not that much.
Yeah.
So I was learning English. I had some culture shock. I thought I wouldn't because I'm pretty open, but it just like. It takes some time for me.
You're 17.
Exactly. Dude, okay, when I was 17,
because
my parents take good care of me when I was, 17. But too much. Like, when I say too much, meaning that I didn't know how to do my laundry when I was 17.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to shop food. I didn't know how to cook. And I came here all alone. And I'm like, oh, shit. I learned everything.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I just got to learn everything.
How were your parents about you coming here?
Obviously, they're supportive, but they're very, like, not right now, but like 17, they were like really worried all the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's like, let your kid another.
So you just came up to them one day and you're like, all right, that's it, I'm going.
I've been telling them, and I was really depressed in Taiwan. I didn't go, when I was in high school, there was to a point I just not happy, man.
So you came here for college?
I came here as high school.
For high school, okay.
Yeah, I was an exchange student as high school. That's how I started.
Man, that's like.
So I had a high school diploma in here.
So fast forward now, so it's like 17, and then you said like you were like what 20? How old were you when you started YouTube?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if you mean when I started YouTube or when I become growing.
Let's talk about when you started YouTube. Let's talk about the Josh that had no subscribers.
When you start YouTube, if you go to my channel, you will see my channel was created. Josh Paler Lin was created in 2010, January 1st. I forgot 2010 or 2012, one of those.
The New Year's resolution?
1st. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I was always trying to do different YouTube video before that, but just like on and off, it wasn't really consistent. So I'm like, you know what, New Year resolution, I think 2012 maybe, I'm gonna start doing that. I started doing vlogs.
Yeah.
Film myself vlogging with back then 2012 has a flip phone. Not like flip phone, flip camera.
I remember those.
Just like a small one. So that's what I started. I was consistently filming, vlogging myself. It's actually still in my channel. I just private all that video so nobody can see it. Maybe one day I'll show them.
We'll pop up on private content, guys.
Maybe one day. Yeah, it was just, but when I go back and watch it, it's like, wow, it's so cringy. No wonder I get no views. Like, what the fuck is this? So shit. You know, like back then.
Yeah.
But that's how I started. You know, I just like, because I seen a lot of people doing YouTube, and I wasn't even thinking about money. I was like, wow, this is cool. You know, people do that, and this is awesome. And eventually they start making money. Wow, like you can do what you love.
So you just did it just because you liked it.
I loved it. Yeah.
So you wanted no money out of it. You wanted no fame. Did you want fame out of this?
For me, I wasn't even thinking about too much about fame, to be honest. I feel like, for me, honestly, I feel like fame always just not really fame. Fame is like a key of a key of success. When you're famous, meaning that you did something well, you're like accomplished something.
So do you see it like as a tool to allow to do more things? Is that what you're saying?
You can say that. Yeah. It's more like accomplishment.
Yeah, but I'm like kind of curious, like, so like, you know, starting YouTube, a lot of people, at least nowadays in 2018, a lot of people do YouTube because like they see other people succeed, they want to be famous, they want to be. So what's your advice to people that are wanting to actually get into this industry?
I feel like famous, right? Everything in life is a double-edged sword. So fame is good and also is bad. It's just how you see it and how you deal with it, because I already experienced both sides, like the good part
both the good and the
bad part. Yeah. So I would just say, don't always think that when you become famous or let's say successful or rich, you're gonna be happy. That's not true, because I feel like you don't realize everything in life has a balance. So you can be super rich, but you can still not necessarily be happy.
Yeah.
This is always two things you have. You have to know how to balance life. You have to know how to balance fame. You have to know how to balance wealth. So I think that's something people need to be aware of before they get into it. They need to understand what do they really want, you know. And
so what's the bad side of fame?
Well, every single thing you do, like when you're really, really famous, everything you do will become micros. Like, you know, people will look at you like very, very like zoom in, which means just a little mistake you do,
all of a sudden
amplify that shit.
Yeah.
And especially when you do something. When you do something, how do I say? If you do something not necessarily correct, like people or the media will twist the story, and then you become a victim. But then people believe what media say, and sometimes people believe what some drama, like people create online or traditional media. And then you become like, what the fuck? What did I do? And then it's like, what happened? Like, that's not true. But then
have you had that happen to you before?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like just random drama comes out of nowhere and it's
not random drama. Like, I'll give you an example. So I think because you actually see my video. So like 3 years ago, I was helping the homeless guy.
Yeah.
And I raised money for him, all that. It was all from pure heart. I just want to help the guy. I feel bad for him. And then it backfired. And then like the media started attacking me. Even his own family started attacking me.
Hit the homeless guy's family.
Yeah, his own, and it went on the news trying to say I tried to take the money from him and all that because they want the money.
I remember something like that.
So I was like, at that moment, I was struggling. I was living in hell for 3 months, and I was looking at myself like, what did I do to deserve this? I helped a homeless person to raise 150K for him.
Yeah.
I get nothing from it. You know, I just try to help the person, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
So what affects you the most? Like, is it more of the hate comments, the people that hate on you, or is it like just?
It's more of the. I feel like hate comment. I don't really care as much. But
because I'm sure people have said like, oh, this guy just did it for views.
Oh yeah, people tell me like to kill myself. People like like all that stuff. But then it's like I learn. It made me grow. I learned how to understand and have empathy for people, because when they say something like that to me, is one, they don't understand what is a real situation, what actually happened. Two, they're probably not in a good place in life themselves.
Yeah.
Because if you're successful people, happy people in their life, they not necessarily will really hate on other people, because, you know, like they're so good. Like, everything is so good. Why would you hate on others? Like you will feel like, oh wow, I feel sorry for you. Not necessarily like, hey, go kill yourself. when people come with that stage, because inwardly they're negative. Inwardly they hate their life. They hate something. So they, you know, they how to say, they amplify that.
Yeah.
So that's why I start understand that, and I actually have empathy, and rather than say just taking the words literally, but go on, like beyond that, like, hey, why make them say that, and then feel bad for them, and like, you know what, I feel sorry for you, but you know, it doesn't affect me, and whatever you say, when people say bad things for me, it's just more of a fuel. Like people say, hey, you can do this. You can grow a YouTube channel.
Like, watch me. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, cool, perfect. Yeah, give me more of that. That's a fuel. I will show you what I can do.
Amazing.
You know,
amazing. Look at you now. I mean, you're just grinding.
Nah, I mean, I'm all right. I'm not where I want to be yet. You know, I'm always trying.
You're getting there.
To always be.
There's always growth, dude. Always
100%,
growth.
100%.
Yeah. So take me back to like so now you started YouTube, right? Now you're making videos and now you're making money. Mm-hmm. When did you quit your job? Like when did that happen? That transition.
April 31st, 2014.
This guy, did you write these down?
If you go on my Instagram, you'll see on the exact day, April 31st, 2014. That's when I took the picture on my cubicle, and I'm like, that's the last day I'll work for somebody.
Wow.
And that's the last day I will be in the cubicle.
Wow.
And I'm gonna create my own world. Because I always believe when you work for somebody, you kind of like create a picture of their dream. Mm-hmm. So instead of spending your life and your time, why can't you create your own picture? Unless the picture they create is the same
resonates with yours
as yours, then okay, 100%. Why not?
100, yeah.
Because entrepreneur is nice, but it's just so much. There's a lot of work and lots of risk. People don't understand, don't realize.
For sure, all they see is like the success. Of course, they're like, oh, Josh, yeah, he has like 3 million subs on YouTube, chilling, but he doesn't know like the grind that came with it, the hustle, the struggle
that you go through, the anxiety and all that. You know, people don't know that.
Depression and anxiety, man. I want to get to you on that. Like that's a big thing in the YouTube world.
Yeah, man.
So like, what were the emotions you were going through, like quitting that job? Like, was it like a thing, like, because you said you didn't do it for money. So were you expecting this day to happen?
Well, I mean, okay. So for people that out there watching this, right, and they want to do their own thing. Doesn't matter YouTube or something, and they hate their job for now, right? I would suggest them don't quit right away. Continue to do that because you need money to survive, right?
Yeah.
But meanwhile, when you go home, when you get out of work, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, till 12 o'clock, you got 5-6 hours. You have those time to grind. You know, during the weekend, instead of like bullshitting, play video game, or like, unless you're doing Twitch, that's different. Or
play
like
Fortnite.
Yeah, unless you like doing that, or like you go party with friends just for no reason, and then don't have that. Don't do that, and then have the audacity to be like, oh, you know, I hate my job. Wish I can be an entrepreneur. Wish I can. That's just bullshit. That's just like excuses. You know, you gotta pay the duel. You gotta do what you need to do to be where you want to be. You know, that's what I would suggest people.
That's good advice, man. Good advice. So, like, what was the big breakthrough you had on YouTube?
Big breakthrough.
Was there a moment where you went from like this to like?
Oh yeah. So there was a couple crazy video in the beginning I do because I was doing so I started doing vlogs. That didn't work. I started doing comedy skits. Gets a little bit views, but it just takes so much work. And I'm always a one-man show. I'm like a lonely wolf. Now I start creating a team now.
Yeah.
But before, I always be the one putting a tripod, writing the script, you know, be on camera, everything. And it's just so much overwhelming editing the video. And I started trying to do pranks. I just thought it was really funny because it was really cool, you know, and that was like trending in 2014. So I'm like, let me try that. And that started working. So I'm like, oh, this is cool. So I just started doing more. Then I started seeing people doing stuff and I was like, well, for me to stand out, I gotta do more crazy stuff, more edgy stuff. So that's how I started. And from there, some big website started posting me, and that's how I got my initial traffic, initial fans, and then just start going grinding and every week and start growing. So that's how I got.
So how did your perception of life change from the Josh that was just normal 9-to-5 job to the Josh that now people look up to, people watch?
Honestly, I don't think I've changed. I'm still who I am today.
Yeah.
Like I feel like fame didn't really change me that much.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, because maybe just how I grew up, how I was taught as in my family, you know, I just always try to be humble. I try to always be, you know, not to have ego. Obviously, sometimes I have to check myself, make sure I'm not like, oh, thinking I'm better than other people.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just kind of like always try to be humble.
Your story's interesting because a lot of YouTubers, like, you know, they always talk about the first time they got recognized on the street.
Oh, dude. First time I got recognized, it was so funny. I think I was probably like between 10,000 subscribers to like 100,000, something like. I remember I did a first meetup, I was 100K, and I thought I was the shit, you know. Like, oh shit, I have 100,000 subscribers. Let's do a meet and greet, you know. Yeah. And I'm like,
how many people showed up?
It's like 20 people.
20, okay,
yeah, something like that. And I pranked them. Stay on my channel.
Yeah. No, because like a lot of YouTubers, they always talk about the first time they got recognized, all these things. But when you started YouTube, it was just you just love taking videos, like.
Yeah. I love especially doing pranks, I would just like, I love the process of making people laugh and making people happy, you know, and I enjoy, you know, just like making funny videos and people happy, and I like a good vibe.
Now, do you think you wanting to make people happy correlates to your depression back home?
Possible, maybe. I don't know. I always like to be happy. I don't know who else doesn't like to be happy.
Yeah, right? I know. Yeah, but there's a lot of people that have like a mission, something. It rooted from something. Like it rooted like because you said back home you didn't feel too great. You came here, things changed. Yeah. Like, do you think
I think I always just try to attract the goodness and the happiness of people and myself. And it just, I don't know, when people make me feel great, I lean towards them, right?
Yeah.
And when people don't make me feel good and bad vibes, bad people, I cut them without knowing it. I just cut people off of my life really easily.
Yeah.
Like, not even trying, just kind of like, I don't know, I don't know, what some people, it's all like who you hang out with. Okay. The group of your people define who you are.
100%.
Right? So, I don't know, so I guess that's how I become who I am right now.
That's amazing, man. So now take me to the time where you started to experience the negative side of fame.
Okay. The negative side.
This is the downhill.
Okay.
So now we went through like the crazy, like, so it's like the guy that's doing great and then boom. Where did it hit? Why? And how did you handle it?
Okay. Well, it's kind of like, I think the hardest part was that homeless thing, because when it took me to the highest ever, I hit like 30 million views in 3 days on YouTube. 30
million views in 3 days.
Some shit crazy. Yeah,
that paycheck was
like insane.
Was wonderful, huh?
Well, not just the money part. It's just how many people recognize you.
Yeah, 30
and then
million,
every single news station in the world emails me. CNN
I remember
emailed
that.
German, everywhere, and I was like blowing up, and I had no idea that video is gonna go that crazy.
How did you handle that?
I was overwhelmed.
Did you even know what to do? Like,
do my best to email everybody, you know?
Because a lot of people like question like, dude, like, you know, like, oh, fame, all that stuff, overnight success, you know, but how do you feel when you actually succeed? You know, for those of the people out there that are hustling and grinding, like, they don't know the feeling of success.
It was adrenaline. Like, I feel like people need to have not huge success, once in a while you gotta have that little success to like kind of like pump you up.
But this was big.
It was huge. Yeah, it was huge.
So like, did you expect this to happen?
No. Like, here's the thing. People think a lot of the time, like that viral video, right? Then people think like, oh, Josh planned everything out. He knows.
Fake.
Fake. I'm like, bro, that's not how internet works. You know, like you don't know how viral can go.
It just happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
You can only control that much to get viral. Okay, maybe 1 million views, 2 million. That's what I thought. I thought 1 million. Okay, that's a good video. Maybe like 1 million views, 2 million views. Like, what the fuck? Like, when 40 million views. Like, you know, like, you don't expect that.
So you just woke up one day, you're checking, and it's like, boom.
No, I think I posted within the first couple hours. The view just got going crazy.
How many subs were you at this point?
Almost like, I think 1 million or almost 1 million, around there.
Okay, so you had some traction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but then not like that.
Like 30, that's insane.
Hit a big one like that, yeah.
So you know, a little question that comes to mind when I think about this. All this adrenaline pumping, did it end at some point, or did you did you feel great like for a long time, or?
I mean, you feel good.
And then what? You get used to it?
Not really get used to it. You go down, and then you want that adrenaline again, and then go back up. And I think that's the thing about
success is a drug.
Success, yeah, of course. And I feel like success. One thing I learned for sure is consistency. Like, sometimes it can be good. That adrenaline can be good. It can be bad, because if you don't hit that adrenaline again, you're like, oh my god, I want it so bad, and you become depressed, and you become like anxiety.
So that's why a lot of entrepreneurs tell you overnight success is not a good thing.
Yeah, I'd rather have a consistent success and then grow longer and longer and higher. A lot of thing about like influencer too, right? When you become like, I don't want to say names. A lot of kids, like, they just blow out randomly, become a meme and blow out randomly, and then like 6 months later they're nobody.
Yeah.
Because they don't really consistent to grow. They don't really like.
It wasn't even their thing.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, even right now, like. You can be popping right now on social media or whatever. Even in the music industry, everything goes so fast. Once you're comfortable, once you stop consistency, you're about to go down.
Yeah.
People under you is about to climb over you.
I feel.
You have to always be hungry. You have to be hungry, but at the same time, again, back to the life have to balance. You have to be hungry, at the same time, you have to be grateful. If you're always hungry, you will never be happy. But if you're always grateful, you will never grow.
Interesting.
You gotta have both. You have to be grateful every day to know where you're at and what you have right now. You're alive. We have legs. Some people don't have legs. We have arms. You know, we can breathe. We can see stuff. All this little thing we take it for granted every single day.
Yeah.
But when you realize that, when you see people that are less fortunate than you become so grateful. And then once that gratefulness gives you have more energy to push. When you're grateful, you can't be anxious. When you're grateful, you can't be angry.
Yeah.
You know, but once you have that, you want, okay, cool. Now I'm grateful, but I want more. I know I can be more. I can push out myself more.
The humble way to take this next step.
Yeah, so you have to have both, right?
Yeah, I get it.
That's kind of what I learned so far.
So this homeless incident, right? So this is where you would say your first wave of depression came? Because a lot of people, you know, they see YouTubers are like, oh, these guys are living the life, you know, like, like, oh, look at this, like millions of views, probably rich as hell. I mean, they see the Lamborghinis in the videos, and it's like, oh, I want that. But like, tell me about the lifestyle, like where it sucks, like that, like because a lot of people, you know.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people don't realize we're still human.
Thank you. It literally was about to say.
People think, not even me, like big celebrities, big people. When you see people successful, you think they're superhuman, right? Like there's no flaws in there. Once they did something wrong as human, you start condemning them. You be like, what the fuck? How could you do that? Like, you know, da da da. But then it's like, you don't understand. We're all human. We all have our flaws. We all have times we fail, you know? And then we can't get depressed.
That's what makes you so good at what you do, though, is the fact that you are just normal. Like,
I mean, we all are. Like the thing is, I feel like people don't realize, everyone watching right now, everybody can be where am I, and everybody can be higher than I. Everybody has their potential. It's all just in here. You have to understand and unlock your secret, unlock your best potential in your mind. Then you can grow, and then you can know where you want to be. You can't be in a situation, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm sure if you know lots of entrepreneurs, lots of successful people, a lot of people not coming from a great family, not coming from money. Like you yourself, right? Like you told me before this, like you were go through like depression and all that, and the struggle. People don't see the struggle. People just see when someone's successful, like, oh yeah, they're lucky, you know, their family.
Overnight success.
No, it's not. It's no pain, no gain, you know? And sometimes you just enjoy the pain. Sometimes you gotta enjoy that journey and take like the risk.
Enjoy the pain, you said.
Oh yeah.
How
fucking percent.
Yeah, how do you enjoy the pain?
It's like
pain's negative. How do you enjoy the pain?
Pain, well, it's not really negative. Think about working out, right?
Kind of pain.
If you don't enjoy the pain being sore and work out, you will never grow muscle, right? Like if you don't enjoy, for example, like a little kid, 2-3 years old, you don't just born and start walking. You're gonna fail.
I was running when I.
You're born and start walking. Yeah. You're the one of the kind, one of the geniuses. So like in general, we fail, right? We eat shit when we grow, when we have to crawl, and then we eventually start walking. But we don't just walk right away. We got to go through that journey, go through that pain. Without the pain, you can never grow.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Yeah, and it's what I say, right? What cannot kill you
makes you strong.
Exactly.
Best lyrics.
Exactly. It's true.
So like, how did you handle being depressed? You know, and the thing is, actually, the real question is, did you expect this?
No, of course not. I think the real time I was become depressed was actually I realized money doesn't make you happy. 100%.
When did that hit you?
When did it hit me? When I really only focusing on myself. When I only focusing on myself, push everybody away, because I'm trying to focus. I try to, you know, grow and do whatever I need to do. But then I stopped hanging out with friends, hanging out with people that I care about, people care about me. And then I start becoming depressed because I don't really socialize as much. Even I want to, but then I just don't know how. Because my mind is so much on success, on like building the next viral, building a business, whatever. And I realized, wow, you can't just focus on career and money, right? You need to like, for me, I feel like if you want to be a successful life and happy life, first, 100% you need money. Without money, you don't have the tool. But money is not the only thing makes you happy. You gotta have also health.
Money's a tool.
100% a tool. You gotta have health, right? If you're not healthy, you can be a billionaire and have all the money in the world, but you have cancer. You're overweight. How are you gonna enjoy that? You can't enjoy that, you know. And you gotta have health, and after health, you gotta have a relationship with people. People, when I'm talking about the people you love, your friends, your family, right? Like you can be like super wealthy, super healthy, live by yourself in the biggest island. Oh, you think you're gonna be happy? You can have all the Lamborghini, the jets, the yacht. You can't enjoy your life. You can't share your life with people and the people that you care and that love you, not just want your money. You gotta have all that in life.
Have you dealt with people like that?
What?
People that just wanted you for who you are.
Oh yeah. You mean like one?
Like they want to hang out with you because you're popular, or they want.
Oh yeah,
they want
you're in LA. Welcome to LA. Welcome to LA, my friend.
Yeah.
Especially lots of girls in LA. It's so funny. Like if you just talk to girls and they don't know who you are in the beginning, they're just like all stuck on and try not to talk to you. And then later on, they find out who you are. They like try to start hitting you. Like, oh hey, what's up? Want to hang out?
Remember me?
Like, fuck out of here.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So how did you handle being depressed? You know, from a time where like things were so great. Yeah. Because also like I know you took off social media just recently, actually.
Yeah.
So you know you've had your times and moments, and I'm sure everybody out there does too. But from the camera's perspective, people think you're living
here's the thing.
life, dude.
Here's the thing.
So how did you handle it?
Before I started doing YouTube, right?
Yeah.
You watch people on YouTube, Instagram, social media. Everybody's all had this perfect life. Everybody's happy. Everybody's like energetic. But you don't see behind the camera when the camera's off. We're just still human, you know. And then they don't realize like all this thing I do is still become a job. Yeah. You know, even though you do what you love, and I appreciate that, but then at the same time,
it's business.
When passion and job and money tied up, it can get very complicated. Because like in the beginning, it's all fun, but then after you do a while, you're like, am I doing this because I love it and my passion, or because I need money?
Or because my bank account's going?
Yeah, because I need the money to survive. You know, not even to have a good life, just even to survive sometimes.
So like if you could do anything in the world right now and everything's paid for, would it still be YouTube?
Ask me that again.
So if you could do anything in the world right now and all bills are paid for,
okay,
no money issues, would it still be
financially
YouTube?
free?
Yeah, you're financially free.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'll continue to do videos, you know, and I actually talked to a couple of my friends, like a couple of my friends, they are like 10 million plus, you know, on YouTube, and they're successful as well. We all talk about this. We're like, hey, if YouTube is not become like financially tied up, I think we will all become more creative, and then we will give less fuck about what people want and what people think about our videos.
So does that affect you? What people want?
It could affect you for sure. Yeah, because sometimes what people want, not necessarily what you want.
Okay. Have you dealt with that?
Yeah.
Because you still do pranks.
Yeah.
So, in what aspect have you gone through that, like having to do what people want, not what you want?
I think it's a balance. You want to do what people want and love because that's why they subscribe to you in the first place. That's why they follow you, right? But at the same time, you cannot lie to yourself. You got to do what's true to you, what you enjoy. You know, you only live once, right? So what's the point? Only satisfy your fans, but not being true to yourself. So you gotta be true to yourself, but at the same time, care for your fans. You can't be like, hey, fuck you, I'm gonna do my own thing now, you know? Like, I don't care if you watch me, you know? You gotta understand a little, meet halfway. I think that's what I'm figuring out.
How do you keep the balance from life, you know, personal life, and the life you live on camera, from not becoming one? Does that make sense?
How do I? I'm trying to think. How do I make it on balance, huh?
Because you're talking. I don't know. Because I feel like balance, right?
I feel like when you do social media, when you film and stuff, it becomes your life. That is your personal life.
So it's your personality. I mean, guys, whoever's watching this off camera, I was surprised today when I met you. Like, you come off very energetic.
I'm very deep. I can talk very deep.
Yes, I saw that. I was like the first literally 5 minutes of us talking. I was like, Wow, on camera and off camera, completely different. Not like in a very great way, in a positive way. Yeah. And it's like,
I mean, I can be the same as on camera too, but it's just a different side of me.
It is. So that's my question: is how do you balance those two? How do you make sure they don't dilute together or like screw things up for you?
What do you mean balance?
So let's say there's moments in life where you need to just be serious, you need to be professional, you need to be deep with people. Yeah. And there's moments in life for a camera, for YouTube or whatever it is, you have to actually be out there, energetic. Yeah. So how do you make sure this person doesn't always become that person and you're able to change?
Yeah, I get what you mean. I think just to be true yourself. Because when I'm on camera, that's the real me. Behind a camera, that's still the real me.
So you've never ever just faked it, is that what you're saying?
Oh, I definitely have faked it. Definitely. There's times you don't want to be on camera. There's times you don't want to film a video, but because you have to. So you kind of have to, in a way, fake it. You know what I mean? It's like you have to kind of fake it to make it, I guess. I don't really think that's the right word to say, but sometimes you don't want to be positive, right? You have to try to be positive, if that makes sense.
Have you ever had moments in your YouTube career where you wanted to quit?
I don't know if I have tried to think about quit, because I'm not a quitter, so I never think about quit. But I definitely think about taking a break.
Taking a break, okay.
Yes, but quit-wise, I don't think I ever want to quit. I don't know. I just I have gone here so far. Yeah. Why would I quit? I don't know. It's like.
So what would you tell to the people out there that are starting YouTube, not seeing really much success with their videos, wanting to just quit, let go? Would you advise to have them be consistent, keep going?
I would say never give up, man. If you look at my channel, bro, I grind at least 2-3 years before I actually start growing.
Wow. With nothing, 2-3 years.
Yeah, obviously on and off, but still, I never give up. I try different things. I grind. Maybe it's my content not funny enough, not good enough. Editing is not good enough. Camera work's not good enough. Figure out how to improve yourself. Huh. So, yeah.
So what would the Josh today tell the Josh that started way back then?
Same. Not give up and just learn more. Learn more from people. Find mentor that are 10 years, 20 years ahead of you, and give. Always give. Give more than you receive. Always give. Because when you give, it's a funny thing about universe, right? When you start giving, you start receiving without asking. It's just funny, man. It's so funny. People always DM me on my Instagram or different, email me, say, hey Josh, can you shout me out? Hey Josh, can you give me money? All that stuff. I'm like,
money?
No, it's you did it wrong, my friend. I can shout you out, I can give you money, but you did it wrong. You can't ask first. If you do Josh, what can I help you with? I will work for you for free. I'll do anything for you.
Write this down, guys.
Give first. Always give first.
Write this down.
What can I help you with? If you guys want to work with influencer, entrepreneur, whoever, you want to learn from somebody, right? That's what you want. You want to receive stuff. Give first. Doesn't matter that if you work for free. Don't even care about money. Money comes. Always give first. Once you give, bro, there's things you will receive is always bigger than what you will give originally.
Did you have to do that growing into the social media space?
No, I was always just lonely wolf. Like I say, I just do everything myself.
That's crazy, man.
But then until recently, the past couple of years, I started realizing, one of my mentors told me, Josh, you need to give more. And I was kind of stuck sometime in my career or my life. And he's just like, Josh, you know why you're stuck? You're not giving enough. You need to give more. And I wasn't understanding it. Now I start understanding more.
What was the big life lesson that you've experienced, or what life experience that you've had once you started giving more? Did things change mentally, or?
Here's the thing. I feel like when you start giving, you are happier in a way. When you start giving without even expecting for receiving anything, you become happier because you're not expecting people to help you, and you have more control in a way. And when you start, I don't know if you have tried to help people, give it to a single mom stuff or homeless people.
It feels amazing.
Without they can have any ability to give back, you feel great yourself because you feel you're helping somebody.
Instantaneous too.
Yeah, and then in the end of the day, if you're helping someone already successful, they will only want to help you. you know, and it just become a relationship, right? I think anything in life, not even money-wise, think about love. Your parents, you know, they give love to you without anything to expect to return. That's why you love them so much, because they give you first.
Wow, that's a good way to put it.
You know?
Never really thought of it like that.
Yeah, it's not just money; it's everything in life.
Everything in life is just giving.
Yeah.
So let's take a step back to forget this whole YouTube scene, right?
Yeah.
Let's focus more on your personal life, personal agenda. I'm sure a lot of people out there want to know the person off camera. Like, who's Josh when you're not filming? What kind of things do you do to keep this lifestyle going for you? This, like, you stay in shape. You said about working out. Like, what are the top things that you have in your life that help you keep like that high mental state to be able to just conquer things and just keep achieving?
Yeah, I think first thing first, you need to be hungry. You have to be hungry to grow, learning, growing, right? Like, I don't know, all the people that are watching this video right now, I don't know where they are in you know, stage of life. Some might be in school, some might be working. But lots of people, when they graduate from school, college, they stop learning. Life is a learning lesson. I have a one of my grandpa, he passed away a couple of years ago. He's 80-something, I think he's 83 or 85. One thing I learned from him, he never stopped learning. Whenever he goes to a new country, he learns the language, the culture. He never stopped learning. And I feel like when you start learning, there's so many knowledge and stuff in the world that we don't know. And when you start learning, you improve yourself. It's kind of like, I'm going to quote this guy, Warren Buffett, right? The more you learn, the more you earn.
Yeah.
If you want to make money, start learning.
Knowledge is
everything.
Learn
more. Learn. Continue to learn. You know, and at the same time, again, back to health, exercise. Try to work out every day, or like at least a couple times a day. I'm so proud of my mom right now. She works out like 3-4 times a week.
Ooh, shut up.
Yeah.
That's sick, dude.
Mom, yeah, so I'm really proud of her. So, because I feel like when you start working out, it's that dolphin in your brain. It makes you feel good. And when you start working out, you feel like at least you accomplished something. You can do nothing, but if you work out, you feel like, wow, at least I accomplished something that day. You know, it makes you in shape, make you healthier, which shape your mind. And that also working out is a consistency. And building business, building YouTube channel, whatever, is consistency. So once you build that mentality, you can start building other things. You know?
I see. So, you know, how are you with like people that approach you? Like, do you always try, like, for example, what I'm trying to say here is a lot of people see you as this camera person, the guy in front of the camera. Oh, he's famous. He's too cool to hang out with. He's not on my level, or things like it's gonna be really hard to reach out. You know, like, what would you like advise people that are trying to work with social media influencers or trying to get in touch with someone like you, or, you know, just in that space? Are you more or so normal with others, or are you really picky with who you work with, who you are next to, who do you hang out with, or who do you like to?
That's a lot of questions.
Yeah. It's like
give me the first one.
Okay, so let's go back at it then.
All
so
right.
Pretty much what I'm trying to say is, are you easygoing with the people that are around you now that you are popular? Did that change the way you treat people?
I have a really small circle, who I'm really close to and people I hang out with. But at the same time, I'm very open to everybody. Like, you know, that's how we're here right now. You know, I'm really open. I don't really like, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm better than you, because I feel like we're all the same. We're all humans, right? You know, we all have our struggles. So for me, I'm always like try to be as open as possible and go to my personal level with everybody. But at the same time, I'm very closed door to who I really hang out with and who I spend my time with.
Yeah, it's because, you know, a lot, you know, from a social media standpoint, people might see people like you to be like not easy to get to. Like, oh, these guys are celebrities. They have this persona that is just it's just hard to, you know, attack. Yeah. So I mean, what is something you would tell to everyone watching how you are as a person in general, just the way you live your life? Like, you're normal. Like,
so you mean like asking me like how can people that they want to become influencer, or they want to start working with influencers?
Just start working with influencers, or like let's say, you know, get in touch with someone like you.
I would just say again, man, just give.
Just keep giving and keep giving. Because I know so many people, their story, even like behind the scene and stuff, they just start doing stuff for the influencer. They start filming for free. They start editing their stuff without their asking sometimes. Start creating like solve problem. As an influencer, right, we have so many things we gotta do. If you help someone to solve their problem,
most likely they're gonna, you know, help you out too and then be part of the team or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I see. So now with YouTube, right, back to that. So you went through your depression phase, correct? You had a phase in this YouTube career where you just felt like nothing really mattered anymore. Take me through that path.
I mean, it was dark. I never thought I was going through there, and I was like, what's going on? What's happening to me? You know, like, okay, I have decent money. It's not like I'm broke, but at the same time, I think at that moment I was just like, I didn't really have too many. I have some close friends, but we're not really hanging out. We're not really spending time together because I'm so focusing on business, so focusing on what I want to do. So I'm kind of lost in touch with friendship, with relationship, and, you know, people that I care about. And just have fun, just enjoy life, and, you know, and stuff like that. So I think that's important. You gotta balance life, but you gotta have time to relax and do what you still love to do. Because I was like doing what I love to do, filming and stuff, but to a point, just like I said, like, is it really what I want to do? And it's like, if I don't what I want to do, then why am I doing here? You know?
So you became like a robot. You
kind of like a robot, but then it's like I don't want to live in a life that doing something I don't enjoy. So I had to reframe myself, starting with, why am I doing this?
How did you get out of that phase? So like a lot of people that may be watching may be going through a phase in life where they just hate everything.
Yeah, I think you just need to realize life is a journey, and everything happens in life is literally for a reason. Sometimes you go through depression, sometimes you go through a hard time. Just know it's a lesson that life gives you. You will go through that phrase, but life is trying to teach you something. Everybody is different. When you think that phrase, understand, yeah, you're depressed right now, you're in this hard time, but it's gonna pass. And you're gonna learn something from it. So pay attention why it's happening. Like before, like I was in that phrase, I don't understand why, right? But now I kind of understand more, because life is trying to teach me money is not everything. Money is not happiness, but money is important. But more importantly, you need to build a team. You can't be a lonely wolf. You can only do that much. We all have 24/7, right? You have to have a team behind you. You gotta love them. You gotta like treat them like your family, and they will treat you like their family, and then you go build something together.
Gotta give.
Yeah, gotta give. You know, that's why maybe I feel I was depressed, because I wasn't giving enough. I was always trying to receive. I was trying to grab, try to want this, want to do that, but I'm not giving enough. When you give, you actually, you know, but less depressed. So if you're depressed right now, go out there, start giving stuff, helping people, you know, giving a homeless guy stuff or helping someone that needs help, and you will start feeling good.
It makes you feel better.
100%, yeah.
So we're about to wrap it up and everything over here. But so tell me about the job. So what are you up to right now? Like, is there something you'd like to add? What are your plans for the future?
Well, I mean, that's so many projects, bro. Like right now, I'm about to start a podcast myself as well. And I'm working on a project about creating courses, teaching people actually how to build their YouTube channel, how to build Instagram. It's just all my experience, right? Like the tips and tricks not to do and to do, and what to focus on, stuff like that. So the courses that people can learn, and I think it will help people to speed up and to learn all this process, right? So I think that anything that I personally would like to know 4 years ago from what I know right now.
You're putting it all into a course.
So
when's this course coming out?
Man, hopefully sometime this month or next month, sometime soon. Yeah, this next couple.
So for everyone who wants to check it out, where do they go on your Instagram?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. I think we came up with a name. It's called Boom Stars.
Boom Stars.
Yeah, like BOOMSTARSZ. It's kind of like a boom stars.
Yeah, I get you.
The stars, or like,
That's cool.
That's cool. That's gonna be.
So you're doing the podcast, and now you're also like working on a course.
And
still doing YouTube,
Instagram, and then start getting to more of a business stuff. I'm gonna start doing more of a e-com stuff. So that's kind of next I'm focusing on.
You see, guys, what's crazy is that everything he's got is still grinding.
You have to, man.
You're still trying to take the level up. You never rest.
You have to, and you gotta do what you love. You gotta do what you're passionate about, And because when you're passionate about, you're working and stuff, money always comes, right?
And I'm glad you said that, because it brings us to my final question. I like to ask this to everyone I talk to. Boom, boom. How do you find your passion?
Okay, that's a good one. How do I find my passion? Well, I mean, I feel everybody know what they love to do, right? But at the same time, you might not be the best or good at it. So you gotta maybe just try everything, test out everything. Maybe you're good at drawing, maybe you're good at dancing. Start trying stuff. When you start trying stuff, you will know what you don't like. You know, once that's eliminated, like, cool, I don't like this, not doing that. You know, like you can try econ, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. You too, maybe you like it, you don't. You know, you just gotta try stuff. But I would say, here's my quote that I came up with. So, I give myself this. I will say, I give myself this. I'm like, Josh, you gotta work hard, but then for me is, you cannot give up because it's hard. You can only give up because you hate it and you don't like it. That's a huge difference. If that makes sense, right?
How would you correlate the emotions between?
Because like, okay, so for example, like passion, right? Sometimes you're passionate about certain things, but you still gotta pay. You gotta pay the duel. You still gotta grind. You gotta still pay, time, energy into it.
Yeah.
You can't just give up because it's hard. Like working out, it's hard. To have a body, to have a nice bodybuilding and stuff, it's hard, right? But you can't just say you give up. You give up, maybe you play video game and you actually don't like playing video game. Then after you try a while, you're like, okay, you know what? I realize that's not I like. You know what? I'm done.
I don't
enjoy
enjoy
move
it.
on. Exactly. Yeah, I don't enjoy it. But you cannot give up because like you do love that. You enjoy it, but it's so hard. It's so hard. But don't give up because keep grinding that. Eventually, it will boom. Like star will happen.
The flower will
exactly.
grow.
Exactly.
Perfect, man. Anything else you'd like to add for everybody watching out there? Any last words? Or is that cut it?
I mean.
Any inspirational words? Like give, man. That's the speech he gives.
That's what I've been learning so far in my life. Just start giving more.
Just giving more. All right, Josh. Well, hey, man. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate your time.
Definitely. Awesome.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of the Owl Empire podcast. If you guys enjoyed, please remember to leave a like, comment down below with any suggestions of specific people you'd like for us to put on the show, and subscribe because your support is what keeps us driven and wanting to post more content like this. Also, stay tuned for the upcoming episode. We have an amazing guest, and I can't wait to share with all you guys out there. And with that being said, take care.